You know, the old.
Oh,
you know, just
we'll talk after.
yeah.
I finally go to the dentist on
I was about
Saturday.
to say, how's it feel?
Man, today was the first day I felt the pain again because I've been doing really good about eating on my right side. But boy, oh boy, I messed around and got. There's no way to get out of this. I was eating a hot dog, and I just took a big chunk, and I felt it immediately. And I was like, "That's what I get for eating this. That's what I get for eating this right here."
Was this the first one back, or had you been dipping?
Nah, this was the first one back, and I'm gonna tell you what. It was a 7-Eleven joint because I woke up from a nap rushing. I woke up rushing from a nap, right? And I was like, fuck, I ain't got time to order nothing. I had a conference call and I had another call right after that. And I was like, let me just run to 7-Eleven real quick. I can get this real quick. Got it. Came back, dressed it up, put the pickle on it, took a bite, and I was like, ooh. I was like,
with a tooth injury.
I know.
Okay, so wait. Okay, so did it start messing up on set on Friday, or was it before
Thursday night? Started Thursday night.
So you were dealing with it the whole production day.
Yeah, since we started, yeah. And when I did my set, when I did my set for Comic View, which I totally bombed too. Listen, guys, I want y'all to know.
Friday night or Thursday night?
Thursday night. Thursday night, I bombed at the Comedy Store.
Well, I mean, what's a to hear bomb though?
I couldn't get my first of all. It's supposed to be 5 minutes tight, no cursing, right? And I went up, and then so this is where I got in my head because I had on a fire ass dinner outfit, but I felt like it was too fire for the stage. Like you do certain jokes, the tone, and
I get what you're saying. Yeah. It's almost like you showed up like Delirious, but everybody else was like Louis C.K.
Yeah, I got on barrel pants, a nice jacket, fitted T-shirt, and I'm doing poop jokes. It just didn't go over. I didn't believe me, and so I got in my head. I tried to bail, and then some of the homies was in the crowd, and they was like, "No, stay up there." So I tried to get it back, and I got a couple laughs. It just wasn't my best set. And what makes it so bad, on top of it being an audition for BET's Comic View, it was also the day that all the people from set came to the show. So you got Deontay Kyle, you got Drea and Lex from Poor Minds, you got Amora from the West Side Guns clique from and who else was there? Goddamn me. Zanai was there. The chick that be dancing with the fro looked like she could be Angel's little sister.
And she do, huh?
Yeah, bro. It was like 10 people from set there.
I don't know, man. Like I've seen shows that you thought you bombed at and you didn't. So
nah, man. Listen, I hadn't drank. I hadn't drank either. I was doing good on my sobriety. Boy, when I bombed, I went downstairs and went to the bartender and let me get 4 shots of tequila.
Where are the other 3 people? Nah.
I'm just taking to him. It was all for me.
Do you think it was because of the tooth? Or was you just kind of off your game?
I'll fit in my head. It was
the
all
fit?
I got in my head about it, bro. I got in my head about it, bro.
Damn. So when you were like, damn, this fit is bomb.
It was listen, it was fire retarded. The fit was fire retarded, but it was not bomb proof.
Nigga, that is funny.
I went on stage and hated it. I'm talking about the whole time I'm on stage trying to give it my all. It was a big dick on stage smoking a cigarette, kept looking over his shoulder at me. About 3 minutes in, that nigga threw that cigarette down, stepped on it, and ran over and tackled me on stage. I couldn't avoid the dick.
So wait, do you think it might have been because it was an audition instead of a show? Like people were there to judge as opposed to for comedy?
Well, no, it wasn't even that because they were recording. They were recording this set and they was gonna send it in. I was like, yo, go ahead and just delete this. I just started cussing that thing in so they couldn't use it. Bitch, motherfucker, nigga. Just don't use this right here.
So speaking on momentum, basically that happened, and then that spiral led to a 7-Eleven hot dog that eventually became the straw that broke the dentist's back. And now, okay, wait. So that 7-Eleven bite led to the dentist, and now everything is cool?
No, so Friday came to set, did the sketch with Kevin, Spoken Reasons. Waiting to do my next sketch. And that's for my 2 pounds. I was like, let me go to the car and just try to like sit it out. I took a pill, it wasn't helping. I took another pill, 2 500 milligram Tylenol. Nothing was happening. The pain was just unbearable.
This was still on set.
Still on set. So I'm trying to push through. I not DoorDash, but Instacart, some Oral Gel, PM and Oral Gel, extra strength. And I went to Rich. I was like, yo, I see I got 2 more sketches. After I do these, I'm gonna need to get up out of here. This tooth pain is just killing me. And that's when him and Kev make the decision just to cut me. So I left set.
Okay, so you didn't have to do the 2.
No, I didn't do the 2. When you saw me leave is when I left. And so I went, made an emergency appointment because I thought I needed a root canal. My dentist doesn't do root canals. Only specialists do root canals. So they recommended me somebody. I go to him and on the west side in Santa Monica. I get there, he takes the x-rays and shit. He's like, the tooth was too far gone, it just need to be removed. My dentist closed already at 1, so I couldn't. So I was supposed to go
at 1.
Yeah, I was supposed to go Monday, which would have been yesterday. I get a text yesterday morning, and they're like, we can't do it today. Something happened. The office is going to be closed. As soon as we can get you in, it's Wednesday. So I'm like, fuck. So
and you had shows that weekend?
This was, I did shows Sunday night. I did 2 shows at Last Practice Sunday night. I'm on a pain med and antibiotic regimen that I've been doing. And then,
damn.
Yeah, man. And, so Dion gave me his dentist number. I called them yesterday, and I got an appointment with them on Saturday. So I can go to my dentist tomorrow or hold off to Saturday. And I think I'm gonna hold off to Saturday because that dentist quoted me $80 for an extraction. My dentist said it would be $728 for an extraction, plus $250 for the inspection and the planning for the tooth behind it and the tooth for front. So my dentist is really by the book. Black dentist, she know her stuff. She's really good. Shout out to her. But I'm like, I don't have by the book money. I got back of the Arco gas station money, or I got Tijuana money. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? Lord willing, I could win a lottery tonight. If I win a lottery tonight, I'm going to my dentist. I want all my work done at the same person. But if I don't, I'm going to get this tooth removed for $80 on Saturday, and then I'm going down to Mexico. Hopefully the next week to go start the implants and the bridge. Because
you already plotted that out.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, the tooth that got to come out is right next to an empty space already. So if I take this one out, it's gonna look like a vacant lot. My mouth is gonna look like East St. Louis, and I can't have that. So
it's gonna be some missing parts. Shit, man. Yeah, and through all this, it hurts.
It's subsided for the most part because of the regimen that I'm on, and I've been being very conscientious to eat on my right side. But this morning I just woke up starving, and I was just like, oh. And it was the pickle, that snap on that pickle. I was like, oh.
It was everything. It was the dog casing. It was everything. Hot dogs are just generally tough. 7-Eleven has a little bit more umph to it too.
It has a good snap. Yeah, it's a good snap.
How the fuck are you doing skits and stand-up like that? That's insane.
I don't hang out much right now. Like after I performed my second show on Sunday, I left immediately after I got off stage. I need to go home. I just gotta go home. So that's what I did.
Jesus. Yeah, I hear two.
Well, what's up, everybody? I'm to hear more.
That's your clout.
Welcome back to another episode of Damn Internet. You scary. Yeah, man. So is dental. Dental, man. I don't understand how it costs this much, bro. It costs so much money for dental work.
I don't like how insurance is so high, and then you just be like, when something actually does happen, God forbid, you be like, "Oh, I'm covered because I've been paying all this stuff." And then you see what you've been actually paying for, and you're under an emergency. Like that's the worst time to realize exactly what your coverage costs, like covers and doesn't cover.
Bro, when they stopped sending out ID cards for the dental insurance, I knew we was fucked. Because the only way your dentist can verify you is have your name, your social, and your date of birth. They don't give you no form of identification or membership when it comes to Delta Dental. Like they just the office has got to call in and they see what plan you got, and they're like, "We'll take 8% off." It ain't never no real money, bro. Never no real money. I just be like, bro.
So is it just better to not have it? Because it doesn't seem like the months and months and months that you've been putting in is kind of like equaling anything. So it's
Yeah,
almost like if I would have just fronted the full bill, would
right.
have
I could
that?
have got a hardship scholarship or something for this because
Damn.
it's bad out here, bro. It's I mean, golly, bro. I'm so tired of it.
Hit me
I
soft.
gotta figure out where I can cut some costs and some corners at because man, it's getting bad. And it's the thing, like the gas is going up. Gas is almost $7 a gallon out here. It is $7 and change in
That's
some areas.
crazy.
Groceries are going up. Creamer is $7.
What was it?
Used to be like $3.50, $4.
I haven't been keeping up with the creamer insights.
Man, I'm like, come on, man. This is the way I'm feeling right now. It's just got me all over the place, bro. And I've been trying to keep, saying the right mindset. And that's the thing, like people see, you on this show, you on this show, you on this show. Y'all got to understand when we get booked for these shows, a lot of times by contract of like SAG, we have to be paid usually a week after we start working. So checks start coming in a week after that. By the time y'all see it, y'all see the promo and all that type of stuff, that money gone. That money gone. And if we get $10,000 for something, please
Yeah.
know that we only getting 75% of that. So we only getting 7,500 because 10% goes to your manager, 10% goes to your agent, and then 5% goes to your lawyer. Right? And then
Wait, from jobs? You pay your lawyer every job?
he's on contract, so he got to get paid too.
Oh, just for looking over the deal initially?
Yeah, making sure pay. Well, the lawyer helps with a lot of stuff, right? But we're not even getting into your tax person and your bookkeeping. So I'll be taking care of all of that stuff on our impact. So you don't even get to see this. I was just on with the booker. I got to pay $3,000 to my bookkeeper because I had him stop last year because I was like, I ain't bringing enough money to really be checking no books. But now I have to have him go back so I can try to write off more stuff for my personal taxes. Just for him to look over 3 quarters for last year, it's going to cost me $1,000 a quarter. So it's $3,000 I got to pay before I can get the paperwork so he can submit it to the tax person who is also going to cost me $35,000 for $4,000, right? Also, I can hopefully remove or find $15,000 to $25,000 of deductions and write-offs. So you got to pay $3,000 to remove $25,000.
That's how much my tax guy usually goes.
It's just like this, man. It's a lot. And if you guys are at home and you're dealing with the same financial stress, and I know how stressful, trust me, at firsthand, I know how stressful this would be. I want to let you know that this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp, and I also want to let you know the financial stress definitely takes a toll on more than just our bank accounts. It can take a serious toll on your mental health, your relationships, your friendships, you just being present when you are home. Even when you're not at work, you come home, you're just thinking about this, you're stressing about this so much that you're not even present in those times. I know firsthand how hard it can be. So, I would encourage you guys to take a moment, reflect, think about what you can do, what you can't do, not get too much energy and thought to what you can't do. And again, I would just remind you, this is the perfect time to get into therapy, right? This is the perfect time to talk about what's going on. Because a lot of times when you add something like financial stress, or when it comes up, you're already dealing with other things. It might be stress at work, it might be stress at home, it might be your car being down, it might be your kid acting up in school, or all your hours just got cut. Whatever it may be, you're already dealing with something when these financial hardships and stresses come up. So this is the perfect time to talk to a professional. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the US. And BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you, so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and your preferences. And with their 12 years of experience and industry leading match needs, they usually get it right on the first try. However, if for some reason you're not really vibing with that therapist, then you can change therapists at any time and no additional cost to you. So if this sounds like something that you need to do, if it sounds like something you're interested in, if it sounds like something you're curious about, you want to get more information, I encourage you to check them out. When life feels overwhelming, therapy can help. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/DIYS. That's betterhelp.com/DIYS.
Shout out to BetterHelp.
Yeah, man. Shout out to anybody making life a little bit easier right now, because goodness gracious, man. It
Man.
is.
It's not only bad, it's kind of weird right now, isn't it? Like I don't think I've ever even we're old enough to remember George W. Bush. I don't remember a time where shit just felt this weird and unsure. Like I was even just talking about like traveling right now. Like even traveling right is weird. So all the places I have planned for this year are like in California.
Man, that's probably for the best. That's probably for the best, because man, I got a couple places I got to go. Chicago in May real quick, and then I have to do this competition called Last Comic Selling, right? Which is kind of like Last Comic Selling, but we're doing it on a cruise ship, and I think if I win, I get a cash prize, but also I would get like a contract with one of the cruise lines to do that. Man, I might if I land that bad boy, bro, I might take a little time off the road and just do these cruise ships for like 6 to 8 months, man.
Cruises are pulling up. I was just talking to Devontae, and he said that like cruises are like throwing bags at influencers. So you might want to hit him up, because like
I was talking to him. For sure.
Yeah. I think he's about to dip. So
yeah. He just did a Virgin cruise. He came to the studio. He filmed with us for one day. Then the next day he went on the Virgin cruise.
Them niggas asked him for one video,
and he posted like 6. He making sure they don't call him back.
Yeah, shout out to him. But no, that's great. So wait, the difference between this and Last Comic Standing is just the cruise ship element?
No, I think they just did it as a play on the words. I don't think they associated it by any means. I think they just thought it was catchy and did it like that. So
what are cruise ships like as a performer? Is it different?
It's different because typically when you're performing like in cities, like in a theater or a club, you see those people for one night or that weekend, and then you don't see them again until you go back to that city. But with cruise ships, you might see these people for 3 to 5 days, depending on the duration of their cruise and where they're docking and boarding at. And then also like they might come to your show multiple times. So certain cruise ships require you to have different amounts of time. Like with Carnival, I think you have to have like 1 clean hour for family shows and then 1 dirty hour. But I think Princess requires you to have like 2 clean 30-minute sets and then 3 clean 45-minute sets.
Damn. And they can be similar?
I mean, they have some crossover, you know what I mean? But, they're going to go through your footage with a fine comb before they approve you. So, just depends. That's why a lot of comics on cruise ships do crowd work. Those are the motherfuckers that really been doing that shit and been doing that shit for a while, because that's a good way to beat up 10 to 15 minutes of your set. You know what I mean? Engaging with the crowd. And the crowd likes it too. Everybody likes to feel like they're part of the show. So it's a cool thing. Yeah, man.
That seems like it can be cool and annoying, because like you like it. It reminds me of like when someone recognizes you on a plane. Like it's dope, but now you stuck.
Yeah.
So it's like you doing shows for like a rotating door of like, I mean, I've never been on a cruise ship, so maybe I'm underestimating how big the ship is. I'm sure there's like a gang of people to where it's not like that intimate.
Yeah, it is a gang of people. And some ships are bigger than others, man. There are huge ships. Like Virgin has huge ships. I think all of Virgin's rooms have patios. They don't have like any interior cabins. All of their cabins have a deck.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So those ships are huge, man. And I think Virgin, Disney, Norwegian, and Princess, I think all of their food is made to order. I think Carnival is one of the few ones that still has a buffet. Everyone else, you got to sit down restaurants and you get your food made to order.
Oh yeah, that's way better. Like I haven't been able to do buffets in the last 5 years.
Yeah, man, it's different, man. I ain't fucking with it. We got a couple of icebreakers real quick. We're gonna get into, man. Ooh, this is a good one right here. You're in the store and the kid clearly throws up near your cart. Do you abandon everything or power through?
Like it gets on my cart or just near?
Just near, like in the same aisle, maybe like on the side of the cart, or like let's on the floor on the side of the cart. Do you power through? You know what I'm saying? At the witnessing that, or do you just leave everything where it's at and just get on out of there?
So just turning my cart around and going to another aisle isn't an option?
I mean, you could, yeah. I mean, that's the easy thing to do unless you like just grossed out by the smell.
I mean, if it touches anything near me, it's a different story. But I've seen people throw up, and I don't know. I'm not one of those people that gets like queasy when I see somebody throwing up. It's gross, but
Yeah.
I'd rather watch somebody throw up than like take a shit. And I've turned around for less than that, in an aisle. Like I don't really like human interaction like that. So I've turned around for way less than that.
I felt a little bad yesterday. I was walking for the dispensary and this guy recognized me. He was like, "Hey, yo, what up?" And his hand was so big and just like I could tell he's gonna do one of them. Bow. And I just was like,
damn,
did you just hit him with this right now? I just like, yeah, man, because I was moving. You know what I mean? I was walking and I didn't realize how fast I was walking. I was like, yo, bro, I'm sorry, I gotta keep moving. I gotta go. And he was like, all right, go. Because I didn't have it in me, the interaction. I didn't have the energy for it. Sometimes you just
that's real.
Yeah,
that's real. So. Hey, let me ask you this, because I don't think I've ever asked anybody this. And it's kind of fucked up. So anybody listening, it's not that big of a deal. But when someone recognizes you but can't quite put their finger on your name, do you have a little less patience for? I feel like if it's a fan that's like, oh my God, it's you. They know who you are. They know exactly what you've done. I feel like even if I'm in a bad mood, I have some patience for them. But if it's the whole like, oh, I know that's a little vain, but I do have way less patience for that.
Bro, before I got my numbers up and people only recognize me from like All Death or like with Kev, like I was Rito for years. Nigga.
In person or online?
In person.
I didn't. For real? Wait, so people said that to you?
Yeah, they're like, yo, you be doing a video. I'm like, yeah. It's like, you Rito, right? Rito. I was like, nah, I'm to here.
That was a lot. Oh yeah.
That was like 2 years straight. 2.5 years straight.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's way worse.
It only changed like really when we came out of pandemic. That's when it switched. But lead up into the pandemic, like 2018 to 2020.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Because 2018 to 2020 was when All Death was at its biggest.
Yeah, but Rito's videos were doing the same numbers our videos were.
That's insanely worse. That's insanely worse than the just like, because they give context clues, like they know who you are. It's just shit happens. There's a lot of people on the internet. They just blanked your name, But that's terrible.
But I couldn't even get mad at it because we favor. You know what I'm saying? We both light skinned, both had the crunchy.
Yeah, but it's different because at least when they don't know your name, they're like, I've seen your work. They mention your work. They're just like, I'm sorry, I'm just blanking on the name.
Yeah.
And they don't know how it feels. They don't know how that feels, so that you can't even like really relate to them. But I feel like if they just call you something else completely, then everything's out the window because they're like, they're not even talking about what I did.
Man, you hella funny, bro. And
see, that's not even the same compliment.
I remember one person thought I was G King. Actually, a couple people thought I was G King and doing the videos with Malik, because G King used to be in a lot of videos with Malik, and a couple people thought I was him. And I was like, come on, we just both light skinned. Y'all just doing anything. Y'all saying and doing anything right now.
That's crazy. No, that's insanely worse. But what about like people that know? They'll say like wording is hard, or like
now it's different. I haven't got that. I haven't got that type of stuff in a while. Everybody knows me for me now. Nobody.
No, I'm saying like if somebody was like referencing you but just didn't get the Tahir.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I usually let it slide because Tahir is like it's not an average run of the mill everyday name. You don't hear that often, right? You say it more than you think. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was like, I couldn't even hear, or come over here to hear better or whatever, but it's not a common name, so I give a little grace. But if they continue to get it wrong throughout the conversation, I'm like, all right, I'm out. I fold. The more I live, the more I turn into Tony Baker.
So he wasn't wrong. He's just older.
Yeah.
we just haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, man. Got a couple years on me. Here we go right here. A machine appears to give you $500 every time you embarrass yourself in public. How far are you taking it?
Embarrassment has a huge spectrum, though. Like I've been wildly embarrassed by stuff that nobody really even noticed. So I would probably stick to that stuff. I ain't going full coon. I ain't going. What is that nigga name? Big Groove.
Oh,
I ain't doing the but I'll trip. I'll trip for $500 for sure.
We were hiking yesterday. It was me, Dion, and my homie Dave, and we brought the question up. And like, you got that box, and for every time you press the button, somebody randomly in the world dies. But you get $1 million. Would you press it? I was like, nigga, I'd be NES up, down, left, right, ABAB, select, start on that one.
Really? I don't think I could. I don't think even the smallest chance of you. Think about it. It could be somebody that you care about, but then it could be somebody you don't know, but it's close enough locally where you see it on the news. You don't think you would care? Or you probably wouldn't watch the news with that new mill. Is that the button?
Yeah.
Nigga, that was like 40 times. God damn. That was 40 people.
The way I figured is like, I gotta take a little extra out to pay for taxes. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna donate some to the families. You know what I mean? So, hit everybody with like, 100,000 wow.
I don't think I could. If I saw it on the news, I'd be fucked up. If I knew them personally, I'd be insanely fucked up. But I also don't know the sense of humor of whoever made these rules, because it could have, if it was just somebody on the opposite in Russia or India, that wouldn't be as interesting. If I made this, I would be like, all right, the first time he press it, it's his son. You know what I mean? Like, it would be rules like that, so you learn some shit. So I don't trust the rule maker with that shit.
Hey man, I'm gonna try to live the best life I can in their memory. I will find that diary and find all the things they want us to do, and I'll do that in their memory.
That would cost $1 million. That's how I know you wouldn't.
Not everything. Not sure, like, going to the top of everything will cost $1 million.
It costs way more than you intended to spend on whatever moral trip this was.
Hey, well, listen, man. Now I got life experiences too. You know what I mean? It is gonna cost me a lot, because if I'm like 500 million up, I'm not just hiking up
Nigga,
there.
what?
I'm not just hiking up there with one shaman. I'm in like, hey, let me get 8 shamans and y'all carry me.
First of all, that's 500 people you killed. 500 million. I wasn't even thinking the numbers like that. I was thinking you was gonna do like 5 to 15. That's crazy. 500
Hey,
is, you don't even need $500 million. You just wanted to kill people at that
first
point.
thing I'm gonna ask him is I'm like, how long can the box stay here? You taking it after the first hit, or you like
Can I keep it?
like you have 24 hours to decide. All right, cool. As soon as I close the door,
24 hours of this. Ain't nobody gonna be left to pay you.
you fine. What if I be like, how about you take a third of what I make and you only make it for people on the Epstein files list? Can we?
See, but that's why I don't trust the rule maker. That's too easy. If it was like I'm only killing evil people, everybody's gonna be doing that. I don't trust it.
Fair.
I don't trust it. But if I knew I wouldn't know him, I'm not gonna leave you out on an island. I would press it a couple times.
I'm in there. I'm in there.
If I knew, I might press it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
People's dying. You know, people's dying.
Yeah. I'm out of there, baby. I'm out of there. I'm gonna go down in history as the biggest mass murderer that no one ever knew of. I put it in my memoirs like an album. I mean, a day before I die. That one chapter.
Is that what Pandora's box is about, or is that completely different?
I don't know. No, I think Pandora's box is something different.
That's different.
Yeah, I think that's something different. But I'll tell you what else is something different. Factor meals. Man, listen. I can't wait till I can get back to eating regular right now until I get this tooth fixed. But boy, I was just talking to my friend about factor meals because her workload has kicked up and she's doing a new hobby after she gets off work. And so now she's working an extra hour and a half. And then when she gets off of work, she's going to this new class that she's taking because she's trying to get certification. So she gets home, she's tired. She doesn't feel like looking for something to eat. I'm like, yo, you should really check out Factor. I got a discount code for you. Check it out for the first month and just see how it goes. Because I love the fact that Factor is never frozen. Okay. A lot of these places, you got to put everything together and get all the stuff. Sometimes you don't feel like, I appreciate all the ingredients here, but I still got to put it together. You don't have to do that with Factor. You get to pick your meals, pick when it's delivered, all of that. And the food is flavorful. That's got to be the big thing for me. It can't just be healthy. Okay. It has to taste like something too. No matter what your diet is, they have something for you, man. If you're doing a GLP diet, if you're doing a high protein, no carb diet, it doesn't matter what you're doing. They got something for you. All veggies, they got something for you. They got breakfast options. They got snacks, and it actually tastes good. The meals are fresh, never frozen, and they rotate every week. So I'm not eating the same thing over and over again. And one of the things I hate about a lot of frozen food is that like you lose some of that taste and some of that freshness when it's all the way frozen. You got to deep thaw it out and then heat it up. Again, these are never frozen. They're always chilled, and you put them in the refrigerator, and 2 to 3 minutes, your meal is ready. And it's the perfect portion size. So Factor sends fully prepared meals straight to my door, designed by dietitians and actually made by chefs. So I know what I'm eating without having to plan for it or go to the grocery store. So if you are ready to take the worry out of dinner, the stress out of dinner, the stress out of what are you going to eat, head to factormeals.com/DIYS50 off and use the code DIYS50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscriptions only while supplies last until September 27, 2026. See website for more details.
Shout out to Factor.
Shout out to Factor, man. I'm weird, bro. All right, man. We want to jump into some of these
yes, sir.
Some of these stories, because that one story. What were we just talking about? The chick. Oh yeah, bring her up.
Black lady.
Yeah, the one that got locked up.
I'll start it off. So first of all, this mugshot is amazing with the Michael Jackson beat it hair. Tennessee nurse found guilty of smearing dirty adult diaper across coworker's face. And as Tahir pointed out before we started, she looks like she will do it again immediately.
That eyebrow raise, the eyebrow, and she don't look like she's standing flush against the wall. She looks like she's kind of cheating out. She's like,
it's like a teacher's look. A teacher be looking at you like that. Yeah, that's like a across the yard, you in trouble look. And I've never actually heard this this name before. Her name is Sharandel. Sharandel Mitchell, 40, a nurse at a Tennessee nursing home, was reported for refusing patient care. Ah, damn, that's way sadder than I thought. And not administering medication. When told to leave, she refused, acted erratically, and blamed a coworker. Police waited 2 hours as she refused to exit. Mitchell then found the coworker in a patient's room, put on gloves, picked up a used diaper with urine and feces, grabbed her by the hair, and smeared it across her face. She was taken into custody and later found guilty of assault. Sentencing is set for May. These are the things people get shot over. Because that's I know it was all smearing a dirty diaper is bad regardless, but for some reason, it being like old people doo-doo is crazy. And she put on gloves, so this wasn't even like a psychotic break. She was like,
it was
calculated.
Yeah. Premeditated. Yeah, I would have had to scratch her, bite her, break blood in the skin, and I would have had to put some of that back on her. You ain't finna just get
as the revenge.
Yeah,
you can you can
grab somebody by their head and just
that's
like it's a goddamn Pop and Three Stooges.
That's a lot. Ew, because it would feel the same.
You know the sound like
No, that's awful. And the fact that this beef started because she wasn't taking care of a patient, she was just villainous all the way through. It wasn't even like she was like justified at any point of this.
That's
crazy. I don't know. There's something going on in healthcare workers. Like I hear stuff like this, like elder abuse and just RNs being hoes, and just like it's almost like the hospital was a real show. Like it's like in the medical care, it's just there's all types of villains and characters.
Bro, it's a lot. I think everybody's tired, bro. That's like, it would have been the perfect time for COVID right now. Everybody's tired. We need to be in the house. The government is losing their mind. They backtracking on acts left and right because they realizing that it actually is worse for the Republicans and the rich people. And now they're trying to take stuff away. They changing the history in the books. Motherfucker said something about Rosa Parks. It was like, she did what she thought was right in her heart. Motherfucker, that's how they wording it.
She was tired.
They're not wording it
for a white person.
This was during Jim Crow time and era when blacks had to go to the back of the bus.
Oh, they're leaving that out?
Yes. They're wording it as she was a black woman who refused to give up her seat and did what she felt was right in her heart.
That's true. Right. That's true within the context of all the other stuff. There's a lot of other context. I didn't know you meant so
much other context.
I didn't know you meant they were leaving out the civil rights movement. So they're just saying that was like a one-off crime, and they don't even talk about segregation.
They're saying that's how she was part of the civil rights movement. They're leaving out the part that it was illegal for blacks to sit, and leaving out the part that we would look at as 3/5, and leaving out the part that didn't have equal voting rights and still had to enter for separate interests. They're not highlighting any of that part. They're trying to rewrite history to make it so blacks didn't have it that bad.
Yeah, I mean, I already heard the slavery thing that said that they got paid little to nothing.
Right, indentured servants.
Yeah,
it's insane, bro.
Damn, it's crazy that it's inching up. Like we first started hearing about like them changing state with ancient Egypt, and we were like, okay, that's weird. And then it became slavery, and now it's Rosa Parks, and now it's gonna be like Obama was a white man. It's like, damn, that happened within our lifetime.
It's crazy because at first they used to be able to hide certain shit in books, right? But now with AI and Google, you can search exactly what you want and find the research and the evidence to support it. So now they're like, well, we just got to change what it says in the books. And eventually the old stuff will fade out, and then our new truth will be there. And it was never that the Pilgrims took the land from the Indians. It would be, or the Native Americans. It would be that they had an agreement, and the Native Americans wanted to remain on a place that was sovereign and untouched from technology and modern medicine. This is what they prefer. That's what they're gonna try to do, bro. They're gonna try to make it seem like the white American, well, the white British who separated themselves from the British were, you know, all about the good and the betterment of this new America. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely can see them doing that, but I feel like the good news slash silver lining is that the more information we have and we have access to, I feel like it's going to be harder to lie to us too. And I feel like that's the part that people overlook, because back in the day, like, there was no internet, no social media. We weren't like even thinking people were lying. So when people changed the Bible and textbooks, that was the crazy part. But if you think about it, even without social media and how like big the internet is, we still found out about Thanksgiving. We were lied to in school and then was told the truth immediately. So
look how long it took us.
It took way too long. But I feel like with social media and like the internet, how it is now, I feel like we're more paranoid about what we're hearing. So my hope is that our access to the information will keep us being refreshed on the truth, but you never know how long that's going to last.
Because, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. One of the things that saddens me so much is the fact that I didn't learn about Juneteenth until I was in college.
It's been the last, 5 years?
No, it's been before then, but it hasn't been big until.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I found out in college, probably my junior year, so that would have been 2005 when I found out about Juneteenth.
Oh, that was a minute ago. I feel like I found out since the pandemic. When did Juneteenth blow up? Now I don't know.
It blew up in the last 5 years, so I was made aware of it in college. I didn't do the research. It wasn't enough information out or enough people talking about it for me to go deeper into it. Right. I didn't within the last 5 years is when I did all the research too.
Yeah,
about it. But I was first made aware of it in college. But I didn't know anything about Juneteenth growing up. They never mentioned it in any of our books. I didn't know Kwanzaa. I didn't know the person that created Kwanzaa was still alive.
Really?
Okay, so it's been a federal holiday for nearly 5 years. Law by President Biden.
Because that's when we started actually like celebrating it. And now it's kind of like a day off, which equals barbecues.
Right?
Immediately.
That's crazy, man. Let's get into the shotgun bid, because I thought this one was pretty interesting as well. Okay.
It's crazy.
A hidden shotgun built into the bill frame once promised protection before you even stood up. An ad that turned sleep into security. Circa 2016 home defense advertising once leaned heavily on dramatic demonstrations to show how quickly a person could react to danger. This specially designed bed frame hides a shotgun in a concealed compartment, allowing it to be pulled out while you're still lying down. The product was marketed around the idea of readiness and convenience, suggesting that protection could be integrated directly into everyday furniture by placing a firearm within arm's reach at all times. Manufacturers aim to appeal to homeowners who valued immediate access in an emergency.
It's the worst
idea.
The patent-pending gun bed. The gun bed is quite possibly the biggest breakthrough in home defense since the invention of the firearm.
Let me tell you something.
I sleep on my stomach.
First of all, that's probably the most unhealthy way that you could ever sleep. That is
it?
Yes.
For real?
Yes. It's horrible for your back. It's horrible for your back because you're usually you're sinking in, so you got that divot in your back when you sleep. And then how do you breathe? Are you like this, head this way, or head in a pillow, or head this way? Like, how do you?
Yeah, or fully side. I didn't know that was weird till just now.
Yeah, sleeping on your stomach is generally considered bad for your spine, as it can cause your neck, shoulder, and lower back pain. This position forces the head to turn to one side, straining the neck, and causes stomach to sink, flattening the spine's natural curve.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. That tracks with a couple pains, but
I just be out here living life until somebody be like, hey, why are you doing that?
I didn't know that was weird until now. I didn't know that was bad. So everybody's sleeping on their back?
Back or side, yeah.
Okay, well, I mean that's just a personal issue, I guess. But the other issue I had with it was I feel like I would shoot that nigga 4 times during that process. Like the only reason you would do that is if you was like at gunpoint, and that process is so much longer than just grabbing a gun by your bed.
I just don't think nobody wake up automatically in John Wick mode. A lot of times our vision gotta come up and all of this. You gonna grab the gun before you even like try to get your eyes together. You ain't got your feet together. You ain't got no lights or nothing. You just, what was that? No, nobody's that ready. Right. Nobody's adrenaline pumping like that immediately.
The only way that you would be that ready is if you were already in position to catch it perfectly. But can you just bring a still up real quick? If you're on one side, I'm assuming he has a wife or something because he's on the left side. How do you even plan? Like how do your arms? Because it's not even like the shotgun is centered in the middle of the headboard. Right. So you're more than likely going to activate it and catch it weird. So now you have to do all these adjustments. You done been shot 4 times already.
Bro, the way my life is wild. Like that shit be falling out while I'm trying to smash. Like the bed to be rocking, the shotgun keep coming out, hitting me in the top of my head.
I never thought of that.
Hitting her. Like, yeah, that's what I'm like, nah.
Because he didn't even push it that hard. So
it doesn't seem conducive to the
life. If you're doing what you need to be doing, she'll push it way harder than that.
She go bad rock, girl.
She gonna push that shotgun out way before you are.
Man, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to chance it with that one, baby. I don't want to chance it with that one right there. Another thing I don't want to chance it with is not getting my money when I go out to eat with people. All right, I'm just gonna say it, man. All right, I'm tired of going out to eat and people not coming with cash. That's fine. I get it. We living in a day where you don't typically just have cash on you, but I'm gonna need that back. That's why I really rock with Cash App, because they made it so easy to get your bread when you go out with somebody. We've all been out to a birthday dinner. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would go late after everybody else orders, so I can order at the bar and I can pay early and I get up out of that, because I hate the whole, people calculating. We ain't got to do that now. Send it to me via Cash App. I'm gonna take care of it. All right, this is easy work. Cash App makes it easy for you. If you need to send money real quick, if you need to handle something for your podcast, you need to handle something for your small business, you need to handle something for the house, or even take care of something with the guests, it's easy to get it done. Even while we are dealing with our guests and we book people for the show, we pay people through Cash App. We Hippie guys the Cash App business card. She gets all the random props and costumes that we did during the Halloween season. It just makes it so easy. There's no confusion, no extra steps. It just works, and everything is documented. You put little emojis on there. It's all right there. Cash App just released a new status program for the way people actually spend their money called Cash App Green. And it unlocks new ways for you to pay, get rewarded, and easily grow or manage your money on your terms. Now, if you spend at least $500 a month with the Cash App card or Cash App Pay, you earn green status, which unlocks benefits like up to $200 of free overdraft coverage, higher borrow limits, and custom personalized cashback offers every Friday at places you already like to shop. So turn everyday spending into status with Cash App Green. Download Cash App today or visit cashapp.com/new to learn more about this and other great features launching now. And for a limited time, because we always got a good little deal for you, new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use the code Cash App 10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial service platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Cash App Green, overdraft coverage, borrow, cashback offers, and promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
Boy, them financial
I was reading the fuck out of that one, though, boy. Hey, I was ready. Teacher calling. Who like ready, fool? I was ready.
Them niggas be strict as hell at the end. They'd be like, all right, enough fun.
On the thing, it
legal
said
shit.
Cash App in parentheses, strict policy.
Yeah, that's when you're like, all right, let me cut the act. This is just straight up reading at this point.
Cash App come through with the men in black suits. Like, yeah, that's what you're not gonna do. All right, what other stories we got here? But just throw one up for me, man, because we got
Those are a lot of good ones. Yeah. I just heard about this one.
All right. A university in China has launched a 3-year barbecue diploma program. The course will cover areas like in ingredient selection, charcoal control, and flavor development. Billed as China's first university-level program focused specifically on Yuyang's barbecue industry, students will participate in both online courses and in-person classes. The program will also equip students with practical business skills like restaurant operations and cost and management. Upon graduation, participants receive an academic diploma along with a vocational certificate recognized by human resources authorities.
Let's fucking go, barbecue school.
That's crazy.
What?
I never think about like Asian barbecue because I'm so used to just American slabs of rib and Polish I always forget about like with the Asian barbecue be like that'd be like the short ribs and stuff, right? Is it the
not
stuff
necessarily?
That
I mean, if you think about how good of like people in Asia are students, you know what I mean? Like they pick up on what's good around the world and they study that. That's like when you go to any part of Asia, you're gonna see crazy versions of hip-hop, jazz, you know what I mean? Like just stuff you didn't even know was big out there, but there's just gonna be pockets that are super super into it and they study it and get really good at it. So I would not be surprised if they knew Southern barbecue, American barbecue, you know what I mean? St. Louis barbecue. There's probably pockets that know about all of that shit.
Bro, this is why the Asians I feel like are the most dangerous race. You know what I mean?
Efficient.
Because they are so efficient. They are so respectful of the people that laid the ground before them. Bro, they gonna study something. I mean, just on how the boy bands are alone, like the way they rehearse, you know, they singing whole songs in another language and they on beat with it. They got dance routines, like, you know what I'm saying? After the 90s, male R&B groups, they stop all the dancing. It was about popping bottles and pouring champagne and honey on bitches in front of 6'4s. Them motherfuckers came in this shit doing Beyonce moves while still rapping a 16-bar verse. Yeah, like, hey, bro, it's crazy. And they get so efficient at everything they attempt, bro. That's why they're killing us in the technology lane, because the cars that are available in China would destroy the automotive industry in the United States, bro.
It's craft first, masterful. Like they try to master things, and I feel like in America, the way is how do we make it the most money for the cheapest? But out there, it's like how do we make it the best? Yes. So that's why the quality is good everywhere else. Even if there's some things that maybe they get edged out of culturally. Like there are some things that I can really only think about. I could really only speak on the black stuff. But like there's some things that they get really, really well technically out there from the black culture, but it's just like we edge them out in terms of like the soul of it because we started it. But then there's other things like stuff that they started, like a big thing in Japan when I was out there was anime is their thing. So when Americans and other countries they imitate it, it's good, but it's kind of missing the thing that made it invented. So they're just like
their soul is in that. Everything else is like training. I think there are certain things that they will always do better than us because they're so like that. The way jazz artists and R&B artists put their soul into music and you feel it. It's more than just the words. It's a certain feeling that evokes when you're listening to it. Especially jazz, you know what I'm saying? And even some rap, you know what I mean? Is the way that they are with like when it comes to construction and woodworking and karate and other forms of martial arts. And especially when it comes to like respect, bro. Like they just do it. They just do it different, man. Even anime, you know what I'm saying? That's something that like they just started that shit. So I feel like they're always going to be a little bit better at that than us because they got
whatever you start, I feel like they're gonna whatever somebody starts, they're gonna have the edge because they put its authenticity.
Yeah.
But then some people can study it and imitate as much as they can, but I feel like even with cooking, like Asian people are no stranger to cooking. So like you said, like
it
the
makes some
short
good
rib.
fried chicken, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So there's some stuff that they off rip do fire, but then there's probably some stuff that they studied from America and like other places that are big in barbecue. And when you think about how difficult it is to barbecue and how much art goes into it, I could totally see how you can fill out a curriculum. It's probably a really fun class. It's probably a really fun school. Like nigga got barbecue homework. That's crazy to me.
You turn it in papers. Everything got to be digital because you turn it in paper. There's a barbecue print of your thumb on the top of the thing, shit like that, bro. It's crazy to think that because, like, when you think about like food and shit like that, I traditionally would not think that Asians would cook better fried chicken than like maybe Mexicans or something like that. But Mexicans are more with the grilled chicken. They can grill the fuck out of some chicken, right? But the Asians, especially like the Filipinos,
kind of up there with us.
Yeah, Filipinos be cooked. Hey man, they be having some
Korean too.
Ass crunchy fried chicken, bro.
Korean fried chicken's my favorite. Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, so I'm and now there's niggas getting degrees in that shit, so it's only gonna get better. Because I guess before it was kind of just done on the side or as a side class in culinary school. Because cooking school's been a thing, but I think that this is just getting so specific. But barbecue school is fun. Like that just I feel like somebody who went to school like a hard major in the 70s couldn't fathom barbecue school
at all.
Because you got niggas turning in ribs.
It was one of the last food genres to like really get shows. The cake and shit got shows before the barbecue cook-offs. Those just started popping up on Netflix. I want to say within like the last 3-4 years. But like that whole is the cake shit. That shit been popping for like the last 6-7 years.
Yeah, that had the viral shit behind it because cake videos were going crazy online. But in terms of barbecue, I've seen a couple of those like Netflix barbecue shows. They're kind of dope, but it's like, God damn,
everybody got their own thing, man. And I'll tell you what, man, when it comes to like doing it well, making it your own, and doing it better or than the competition and not costing as much, you can't have this conversation without thinking about Mint Mobile, okay? Because I don't know why the other big brands charge so much for monthly cellular and mobile service, but it makes no sense. Not when Mint Mobile is delivering the same and better in some areas quality service for a fraction of the cost. I don't know about y'all, but I like keeping my money where it belongs, and that's with me in my pocket, on my cards, in my account. Right? I like to be able to see my money when I open up my app and be like, yeah, that's all mine right now. Unfortunately, traditional big wireless carriers also seem to keep liking our money too. After years of overpaying for wireless, I finally got fed up and got done with these crazy high bills. That's why I'm telling y'all right now, we letting go of the high bills and the bogus fees and the free perks that actually cost more in the long run, and we switching to Mint Mobile. All right, and I'm not just saying this lightly. Hippie has it. Keenan has it. If I didn't already just had signed the contract and still dealing with some of this foolish, I would have it. But I've had Mint Mobile before, bro. It is the way to go. The difference in what I would have been paying compared to what I was paying at one of my old companies, man, it's crazy. I used to be paying somewhere around $150 a month. And with Mint Mobile, I could be paying just $15 a month. You heard that right, just $15 a month. And the real money gets to stay in your pocket, in your account, right where it belongs. And the part that I did not expect for it to be, at that price point, it's the service. It runs just as solid as the nation's largest 5G network, and you won't have any issues when it comes to the coverage, all right? I'm not out here missing any calls. You ain't going to be missing no text messages. Ain't going to be dropping off, anything like that. Mint Mobile is here to fix the whole system. Premium wireless starting plans at just $15 a month with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text, which is crazy to think that we used to get charged minutes just to talk. We used to have to wait till after 9 o'clock to talk to people so we could talk for free. I digress. All right. It's also easy to switch. You can bring over your own phone number and your phone activated with an eSIM or traditional SIM in minutes and start saving right away. No long-term contracts, no hassle. So if you're ready to stop overpaying just because of a name, ditch overpriced wireless and get 3 months of premium wireless service from Mint Mobile for just $15 a month. All right. If you like to keep your money where it belongs, Mint Mobile is for you. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/DIYS. That's mintmobile.com/DIYS. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, 5 gigabyte plan required, equivalent of $15 per month. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. All right, we were just talking about barbecue, man. We got this one story where these people ate this dehydrated, mummified yak or some shit like this.
That one.
Yeah, okay.
I'll read this one. You did a lot. You Mint Mobile, that sounded like a lot. I'll take this one.
I appreciate it because you saw that P word and I saw the sweat.
Them ads be pretty wordy. All right. So in 1984, a group of paleontologists made stew using the meat of a 50,000-year-old steppe bison. So in 1984, paleontologist Dale Guthrie, white, and his team, white, cooked and ate meat from Blue Babe, a 36,000 to 50,000-year-old mummified steppe bison found in Alaska. After thawing the carcass, Guthrie used neck meat to make a stew and served it to a small group. Guests described it as rich and earthy, like aged beef, with a strong aroma and a slight hint of mud. Give me a second. Hang on. Despite prehistoric origins, no one got sick. That's great. Nigga, described as earthy, aged, and a slight hint of mud. Nigga, it was in the ground for 50,000 years.
You know what?
I didn't even know we had
I was going to talk big shit to that, but if it was mummified and preserved from the ice and all of that,
here we go.
I would have took a little sip of the broth.
Come on. I mean,
listen, bro. People out here paying hundreds of dollars for A5 Wagyu, bro. This is 35,000 to 50,000-year-old bison.
Bro, the Wagyu is stored properly by chefs.
Hear me out, though. Great story at a bar, right? We already eat shit that tastes earthy and like mud. That's what beets taste like. When have you ever had a beet that didn't taste a little bit like dirt? Never.
I like beets.
So we already ate some.
I've never tasted anything with a hint of mud.
Beets taste like mud. Ain't nothing but dirt, wet dirt.
White beets don't got dirt on them no more. That's like saying carrots taste like dirt. They're in the dirt, but they should be washed.
Something different with beets. Beets got a different earthy taste. You know, like beet juice is just
mud. Earthy can be described as a couple things. I can't think of one thing that had a slight hint of mud that I was like, this kind of tastes like wet dirt. What? Hey, you saying that you taste actual mud when you eat beets?
I taste dirt. I taste like a earthy, ground, dirty taste to it. I mean, I've become, you know what I'm saying, kind of fancy of it now. Like now, if I had beet juice and it didn't have that earthy ground taste to it, I'd be like, what is this? What was this wrong?
Beets are also a vegetable. Let's talk about just beef, okay? Mm-hmm. Let's talk about beef. Every time I watch a survival show and they kill an animal, they got under a week before it's putrid or described as rancid. Yeah. Whenever I cook or have beef in my fridge, week tops. I won't even wait a couple days. 50,000 years old, not kept to be eaten though, kept to be studied. It wasn't marinating for 50,000 years. It was frozen to be looked at. Probably not even cleaned like that. There's just no way. I didn't even know we had shit 50,000 years old. And you
Hey,
gonna
listen,
eat it? That's the whitest shit ever. Just look at it and admire it and
listen,
learn.
it had died because it was killed by a lion. They had to eat the neck because that's what hadn't been eaten by the lion. Okay,
Is that real?
Yeah, that's it. I guess that was part of the story as well.
What
Hear
you
me
mean
out,
they
though.
had to? They didn't have to. That was my whole point.
Listen. The same way, people eat bear meat, they eat like,
Sure.
what I'm saying, they like feel strong and stuff like that. Maybe they thought that they would, bro, the world had to be so different back then. There could be, certain properties in this animal that aren't available now, and they could have like cured something, what I'm saying? Could have found a cure for dementia or something like that.
You don't think you would have been scared of like whatever like bacteria or disease? Because remember they thawed that ice and found like an old ass like ancient disease that started moving. You don't think that there'd be like something that would make you sick or kill you?
I mean, if they cooked it right and it was hot enough, I'd be like, everything could be dead by that. It ain't gonna last after it's been cooked.
What was it? A bison?
Yeah, a steep or a step bison.
I can't even fathom this. How do you make?
It's just stew. You're boiling it like a stew. Put the meat in there. You add some potatoes, some carrots, some peas.
But there's no way meat that was frozen for 50,000 years. Imagine meat that was frozen for 1,000 years. I can't even fathom that. This is 50,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This was like Jesus wasn't even a thing yet. So like not just frozen, mummified.
Oh, yeah, not just frozen, mummified too.
Wait, so like embalming fluid was in it? Isn't that worse? Like chemicals were in it?
No, I think it's like because when something's mummified,
that's embalming, right?
So like they still have like a little flesh on it.
Really?
It doesn't. So like bodies that are buried, like our loved ones and all of that. When you pull them out of the grave, all the meat is gone, all the skin is gone, all of that. It's just a lot of time bones. But when it's mummified, you still see the remnants of like potentially the skin, and it looks.
But why doesn't it disintegrate?
I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know. It's preserved by the way that it stayed in the ice, and by the time it got in the ice, that could have been it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so okay, I was wrong. So you don't need the chemicals. You just have to remove the organs. Dehydrate the body, usually with like a natural salt. You got to wash and clean it. Then to rinse the body, and you have to apply oils and resins, and then you wrap it in linen, mummy, and then you seal it up like in a sarcophagus.
So that's the way that they did mummies, but like this is the natural mummification.
So a person didn't do this.
Yeah, so this is like through extreme environment conditions. So
what?
Extremely dry heat, intense cold, which the bison fell victim to, or low oxygen or acidic environments. These conditions halt decomposition by inhibiting bacteria growth, causing the body to dehydrate and then turn leathery.
So the organs were left in it? So so intense cold was this one?
Yes, intense
cold.
So
this happened like, so it's the same thing as everything in the Ice Age.
Yeah, and Hippie said, well, the lion probably ate most of the organs before the remains were left and it froze over.
Niggas had 50,000-year-old seconds leftovers. Niggas had 50,000-year-old leftovers. It wasn't even a fresh kill. I don't think I could. I don't think I could do that. I could see why a
50,000-year-old leftovers is hilarious.
I could see why a rich bored person would want to do that, but I don't.
Yeah, nigga, open up the refrigerator. Like, ain't nothing here but this fucking bison. All right, okay, let's go ahead.
Let's go ahead and make some stew.
Get the big pot out.
Damn.
They had to wait till it thawed out, and then when it thawed out, they had to like smell it. Like it actually doesn't smell that bad. I mean, for like 35,000 years, it smells like hamburger meat. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna fucking try it.
There's a very small part of this that's kind of cool though. It's really small. That is kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't think I would risk
a bar story or a TED talk or like a Reddit post. Like this one time I was in
that is a cool story.
and found this. That's a cool fucking story,
That is
bro.
a cool fucking story.
Mm-hmm.
We had 50,000-year-old bison that was frozen.
Yeah. Let's do one more before we get up out of here, man. One more
know,
before we
man.
get
I
up
don't
out
know.
of here. What's that one, hippie right there? Oh yeah, I just
love
saw
this
this
story.
one about a woman that shares how adding her feet pic or her feet in the picture to delivery photos increases the tips. She said she started the experiment with the delivery photos while doing early morning Uber Eats runs for extra cash. Instead of the usual drop-off pic, she began adding a small, unexpected detail into the frame. Since then, she claims customers have been going back into the app and increasing their tips after delivery. I didn't expect it to actually make a difference, she said, but the numbers don't lie.
This story kind of put in perspective how big of a fetish feet was. Because I thought it was niche but popular. But I think this kind of seals the deal. Because I actually read this story and it said that she kind of like went on to getting like a feet thingy, like a page.
Instagram? I mean,
It's called like a feet something. Feet finders or some popular feet site, and now she's like, I don't even know if she has to DoorDash anymore. But
bro, let me ask you a question, bro. Let me ask you. This is a real question. Let's say that there's a new community out of women that love niggas thigh pics. They just like to see the two thighs together with a little gap in there. Would you?
I would. I think so. Because here's the thing. I don't really judge women that do any of that stuff, but I don't see the issue with feet stuff because I feel like the sexual part is the weird part. Taking pictures of your feet isn't that weird. It's not like busting it open or something inherently sexual. If someone has a weird fetish that just happens to like match with something normal, it's like if somebody's fetish was the peace sign. So you just did a normal photo like this and you realized you got thousands of dollars because there's a niche community that just finds this sexy. That doesn't make this fucked up. It just means like, oh, I didn't know that was a community. So when women tell me like that they do feet pics, it's like, yeah, if there's a nigga that's paying $20,000 for you to just take a picture of your feet, do it.
I wish men's feet were popping like that, boy. I'd have my feet on cakes, sheet cakes, German chocolate, carrot cakes, upside down pineapple cakes. I'd be dripping them in chocolate and honey. I'd be a thot. You understand me? My feet would be popping on here.
I don't think I would. So
I would do the feet. I'd record somebody giving me a massage on my feet and put that on there. I'm doing all that. I'm doing all that. I'm leaning in.
I blocked somebody for the first time ever on Twitter today. Not today. It was this month. Yeah. I made it to the wrong community. And I didn't think it would bother me that much, but it did.
What happened? Wait.
There was a I guess I did a video with my brother and I was barefoot and somebody screenshot it and pictured it with them going to town. And I saw it in my mentions. I was horrified. And so I know now that I probably wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do I wouldn't do the feet thing. But I'm just saying this for the sake of the show. The thigh thing, I think I would get creeped out very soon. Very quick.
Ooh, babe.
That's never happened to me before, ever. That's never happened to me before. And it was a crazy angle. Everything about it was crazy. I don't even know how he got the tripod to do this. I never said this on camera. Fuck it. Yep. They got me. No issues with that community, but I'm good. Leave my feet out. Yeah, I don't think I would survive them streets, the feet streets.
Oh, baby. And on that note, man, we want to thank all you guys for watching today.
Hippie, yes, it was.
The feet streets is hilarious. You got anything coming up, Pat? You want to let people know about?
Tony B. Walkin' is a new show that we are shooting tomorrow, and it should be coming out in the next few weeks. Excited about that. Other than that, got Planet Sandwich every Wednesday, but this one because I'm filming. And yeah, Patreon's going up. Yeah, all that.
There it is. There it is. Only thing I got right now is I got a couple shows, maybe like 5 or 6 shows I'm going to be doing for Netflix as a joke. So if you're in the LA area in May, pull up on me. The shows are still TBD right now. I don't know when they're going to put the dates up, but I got like 5. I know I'm doing one with Michael Yo at the Ice House, and the other ones I don't know. I'm still waiting for them to let me know. Outside of that, you can catch me at Chocolate Sundays on Sundays, hosting First Impressions at 7 and 9:30 p.m. And then I'm going to hit back on the road, I think somewhere around September. So be looking for that. Might do the Bad Tattoo Tour. So you come on out. We taking pictures with your worst tattoo. And my shirt's going to be off. We having a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? We having a good time. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, I'm to hear more.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
We'll see y'all next time on another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary. Peace, guys.
You're